Hello everybody, welcome back to Calmsden Farm on Farming Simulator 22. Since the last episode I have finished cutting all the grass so far, other than the hidden field in the trees, which I still need to make an entrance into. I will get to that. So at the moment I am just starting to bale up the silage in the cow field. As you can see, the straw is finished, and I have also baled fields 11 and 34 for hay, so we will get that all collected up today. While trying to get some of the silage done and make a start on our soil samples in field 6. So with the amount of bales that we're going to have between the straw bales, silage bales, hay bales, I have decided to see if I can get a auto stacker. I do have the Inersis mod installed that holds 8 bales, so I think we shall be looking at that one. It's a lot cheaper than the Anderson one. I think the Anderson one is about 50,000, whereas the Ursus is 18.5. So it only holds 8 bales, but at the moment it's all we can afford. I could lease the bigger one, but well, I will need to use it again in the future. So there's not much point in constantly leasing it out. It's not cost effective when we can buy the smaller one to begin with. And we do also still have the Richard Weston trailer, so I can do some loader work once they're stacked for any ones we decide to sell. I certainly think the bales that we take off of the hidden grass field, once they're fermented into silage, will definitely be getting sold at the BGA to help with income. And we're going to have plenty of hay to feed some sheep, so we can also look at getting some sheep. So hopefully we'll have a few different jobs to do shortly, rather than just constantly baling. But at the moment, with us just being a cow farm as such, animal farm, most of our jobs are going to revolve around grass work. And hopefully we might get a few contracts. We're going to have to buy some more equipment. We're going to need a slurry spreader, fertilizer spreader, all the different bits and pieces. We're going to need a seeder and everything else to get us progressing, so we're going to need to make money, so contracts are going to be the way to go. I do think at the minute there was no contracts when I looked a minute ago. Yeah, nothing at the moment. So I think on that note I will jump into a quick time lapse to get this field finished, and I will be back with you shortly.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reaper's Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. Who we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind. I miss the smoke on the Cumberland and the fireflies at midnight, and the color of the leaves in the fall.
So as you can see, I have started wrapping, baling, got the baling finished, started wrapping, and we shall get this finished and then go and collect some straw bales. From field 6. As you can see, I did try a helper to do a courseplay helper to get the bales, but unfortunately with the trees so close to the side of the field, just wanted to drive into the trees, so we shall get this finished. And ideally we would like to upgrade the baler to a combi wrapper, whether it be the Pottinger Impress, the McHale Fusion or something similar. Certainly for doing this, round bales, and then ideally a big square baler for baling straw. So, nearly there. We shall need to find somewhere to store all these bales. Probably the silage pit. Yeah, that's a hay bale. Let's up that. Just get it out of the way so we don't. So, 3 to go after this. And then we can head up to the shop and buy our auto stacker. We shall take the 6080 to the shop. So, shall try and squeeze out past these cows. And I think we'll leave the wrapper on for now. So, we shall head on up to the shop. So I think we shall also speed up time from 1 times. We will stick on 5 times. As we don't really need to be on 1 times. I think I have it set for it's either 2 or 3 days a season, so 5 times should give us enough time to do all our jobs. And as I said in the first episode, we will pick up any collectibles that we come across that are just there in front of you. I'm not going to go raking everywhere for them. But if they're there, we shall get them. So, let's see. We are going for the Ursus. I don't know what colour will we go for. Yeah, we'll stick with the base colour, it's cheaper. I haven't used this one before, so we shall see how it works. We'll get back to field 6 and start collecting in there. As you can see, like I said, I still have the silage to bale out of the rest of those fields, but I will get that done off recording, off screen, get it all collected up, ready to go. Ideally, I would like to use pit silage for feed. Right, let's go. Yeah, I said pit silage for feed, and then have baled silage for selling to the BGA. So this is definitely going to take a while. I do have a bale storage mod installed. I certainly have at least one, if not two. So you may look at placing one of those down in this corner down here somewhere. Quick look. So it's rather expensive. So we shall not be going with that at the moment. I think we shall drop these off in the shed here. I will move the harvester out the way. for now. Now I'll have a look and see if there is any other straw storage available on Mod Hub that isn't quite so expensive. I can store these in here and stack them up later with the loader. Okay, so that didn't work. I didn't realise it stacked them like that. I do now. I shall fix that off camera in a while. I think what we will do is we will jump in the little Fergie and go and see if we can take some soil samples. Now, I do know you can buy the soil samples from the precision farming map, but it's rather expensive. So we shall do it the hard way, I suppose. So I mean for field 6. To buy the soil samples is, okay, that's not so bad, it's just under 5 grand. I thought it'd be more than that, but we shall do it this way. So it's not the quickest process. Big difference to FS19 where you could just drive around with the sensor on the front and did it all. Whereas the sensor on the front that you get now only does nitrogen after. Once you're spraying the Isara sensor, but what I shall do is I will jump into another time lapse to do this, and I will be back with you all soon. very nearly finished with field 6. Now, as you can see in the mini-map in the bottom left, the field is slowly turning a burgundy colour in all the areas that I've taken a sample from, with the green circle obviously being the radius of the soil sampler. So we're nearly there. Another couple to go. A nice little job for the Fairgate. We're going to get all in the last sample. I think we might just about do it. And that's the field sampled. So if we go into the precision farming map, as you can see, it all went burgundy, so that soil sample has been taken. If I press Y, soil samples have been sent to the laboratory for analysis, and it should update the map soon. So for now we'll fold that up and head back to the yard. As we will also sample all of the rest of our fields for the minute. So that cost 1,600 to do that by ourselves, as opposed to 4,900 to pay for it, so that's a big difference. Now that should in theory have changed that, so there we go. We now have the soil information. So we have loamy sand in the bottom, sandy loam and loam with a bit of silty clay. So this will all affect yield and how much seed and fertiliser etc. will be used on the different types of soil. It also gives us our pH level for lime for the type of soil, so it's quite hard to see, but there is a difference in colour of yellow there, and then for the different types of soil. And also then nitrogen, which is your normal fertiliser, whether it be solid, liquid, slurry or digestate, will affect the nitrogen level, and that will, once you plant a crop of whatever we plant, when we go in to fertilise it, it will automatically put the correct amount of fertiliser on for the type of soil. And then it gives you your yield information. So at the moment the yield is quite poor off the field, and then hopefully if we do everything right for the next season, that will all be as close to green as possible for a higher yield. And again, we'll tell you roughly for your seed rate, low, standard, high, blah blah blah. So as you can see, our score is actually quite low at the moment. It's below 50. We want to be above 50. The higher it is, the better the score, which will give us a bonus when we sell things. The lower it is, we will get penalised. So this will be because we haven't done anything to any of the ground, we have just harvested. So once we put the proper, do the proper steps, fertilise, lime, etc., we shall take soil samples. This should all come back up to probably sit at 50, and hopefully then we can get it up. The higher, I think it's a couple of % bonus when you sell things for each higher it goes, but also a penalise against. So as you can see from the analysis for field 6, we harvested it with the helper, with Teddy, and taking the soil samples, the amount of fuel that was used, and maintaining the vehicle, which cost us 55,000. Total earnings off the field was 47,000, nearly 48. So that field made us a loss of over 7 grand this year. So hopefully by the time we do everything right on that next year and plant a crop in it for, well, it would be chicken feed, probably wheat again, possibly barley. We shall look at the best prices once we plant that again. Hopefully that will look better. So on that note, I think we shall conclude the video there. I will get these straw bales collected up. We shall certainly be selling some of them. I don't think we need all these. And I will also get the rest of the grass work finished so we can move on to the rest of the work that's going to need to be done. Hopefully we will get a couple of contracts so we can get some money in. We have some hay to collect in these 2 fields. I still have field 31 at the sheep field to bale for hay, and like I said, the rest is silage. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all again soon for more videos on Farming Simulator 22, and if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do. And I will see you all again. Bye.